Doing the bare minimum. That is the reaction that we're hearing from workers tonight regarding Ford's paid sick day plan. Many saying that this plan will not save lives from a virus that we know requires people to isolate for a minimum of 10 days. It was a promise from the Ford government that Ontario would see the greatest paid sick day plan in this continent.
This is not the best paid sick days program in North America.
Healthcare workers and advocates have been calling for paid sick days for over 400 days. While many say this is a start, critics say the plan is far from being a game changer when it comes to saving lives.
We got an announcement that won't really help people in the ways that they need to be helped.
The issue with the plan, advocates say, is the same thing they've been echoing since the beginning.
It is not adequate. 3 days is just not enough. And then the other piece also is that it's not permanent.
It's missing some key components, and the fact that it wasn't adequate, that it didn't really support the 10 days that were really needed as people have to isolate for 10 days, the fact that it's not necessarily universal, and the fact that it's not necessarily permanent.
For months, workers have been pushing for the program to operate like a wage continuance, so no pay would be missed if a worker needed to stay home. It's unclear if the top-up of the CSRB the Ford government is offering will do that. Some saying the messaging today was confusing.
It felt like a lot of different moving parts, and I can't imagine how other viewers, other workers watching this are sort of digesting this. And I think this boils down to the fact that, we didn't need to reinvent the wheel. We don't need to create another program or another reimbursement of funds. What we need is legislated paid sick days.
Medical experts say 3 days of paid leave will not be enough to save lives if exposed to the deadly virus.
This is the bare minimum. This is just 1 day more than Quebec has. And when we look at Quebec, I don't think anyone would say that Quebec has done a dramatically better job than Ontario, for example, in slowing the spread of COVID-19.
Advocates say that they'd like to see more clarity in this process, also calling it confusing. They say at the end of the day, if the government does want to see workers protected, permanent universal paid sick days are needed. Melissa Nakhavoly, City News.